America loves zombie movies. Zombie apocalypse movies, specifically. Both of them. Why? Well, George Romero's 1968 Night of the Living Dead, the first zombie apocalypse movie, tapped into America's fears at the time of imminent nuclear war, unending war in Vietnam, with political polarization, political corruption at home, apathy, cynicism, riots, police oppression, and none of this has really improved since 1968. We now have even less faith in our government institutions to solve any major disasters or threats, and even the working class standard of living has decreased since '68. It's clear that America's empire, like the late Roman Empire before it, has entered a phase of empire where you can only really rely on yourself. So, zombie apocalypse movies still fascinate for that reason, I think. So I'm going to talk about some lesser known but enjoyable films in the genre. 1963's Carnival of Souls. This movie inspired The Night of the Living Dead and is a true cult classic. I don't know how many dozens of references to this movie that I've seen in other movies as an homage. Movies like Wicked and Jesus' Son. I've seen a lot of them. And it stays with you a long time after you see it. It's a true cult classic. The first zombie apocalypse movie, though, that I ever saw when I was 11 years old, and I still believe it to be the best overall, probably because I saw it when I was 11, is 1983's Night of the Comet, with the wonderful Catherine Mary Stewart and Kelly Maroney. This movie, for me, has the right balance between horror, comedy, and cuteness. And it doesn't take itself too seriously, but still manages to totally engage you, and has just a little bit of everything in it. And any movie that can draw you in so thoroughly, and still has great cheerleaders shooting MAC-10s and shopping in the mall to Cyndi Lauper is just awesome. But Return of the Living Dead in the 80s was similar in its campy nature, and it was pretty good. I thought it's sort of underrated. And then the genre didn't come back to life again until the foot and mouth outbreak in England in 2002, which killed so many animals and caused a lockdown. The military was deployed. Scared the hell out of southern England. One NPR reporter described it as, they said, what does it look like? She says, well, have you ever seen Night of the Living Dead? It looks like that. And it was very frightening. And so 28 Days Later was inspired by that and brought the genre back. As we now know, we do have real viruses out there that can move rapidly and destroy, kill in the millions. But back to the lighter side, in 2008, Dance of the Dead, a low-budget film filmed in my old high school, Coosa High School, and here in Rome, and it depicts the freaks and geeks having to come save the popular kids from the undead. And there's a lot of awkwardness and hellholishness. That's how I remember that school, actually. I think Coosa is an Indian word for awkward. But the last, well, also, I Am Legend is good. That also depicts, like, one man alone in the city, and Will Smith. I thought that one was great. The last one I'd like to talk about, though, is All Alone. And this one I saw last night. This one's brand new. It's on Netflix. And this is also more of a character development study and being alone in the apocalypse. And it actually shows the development of survival skills and the transmission of those skills from the husband to the wife, and it is phenomenal. It's like a camping trip. It's like two camping trips, family falling apart and the family coming together, but it's the ending of the film is phenomenal. She's down to 4 .22 long rifle bullets, and she has to use each and every one of them. She has to make hard choices in the apocalypse, and it's a great movie. I was just blown away by the ending. Lastly, I'd like to mention Goodbye World on Netflix, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. No zombies, but it is an apocalypse movie, so it fits right in. So, anyway, those are just a few of my offbeat favorites in the genre of zombie and zombie apocalypse and apocalypse movies. Konnichiwa.